No face.
I'll trim it out.
Alright, ignore the weird short motor here. If you need to replace the old-fashioned welded nozzle on your fan, take off these two screws using your 2.5mm hex driver. This whole assembly should come off like so. Take off this screw that holds in the mounting bracket. And be careful when you're doing this, because the solder joint in here is weak, and if you pull too hard you can separate these wires from the motor. So make sure you grasp them away from the motor. Don't pull on the motor side. And it should slide out of this guy. You want to remove your old nozzle by whatever means you can. Usually an X-Acto knife is going to be the best bet. Just cut down the side, and it should, once you get it started, it should kind of snap out.
It might be glued in, they might be welded in.
This one is welded, like melted in. You might have a bit of epoxy. We did it a few different ways. Now this fan case is coming apart, but that won't be a problem once the new nozzle goes on. So you take the nozzle out. You should be left with a nice big opening. If you have a lot of rough spots, you can trim it out some. The new nozzle is made to grip inside and outside the old fan case. If it doesn't slide on easily, make sure you've trimmed off any old flashing or pieces of plastic that may have turned up from the old weld job or old pieces of glue. And then it should... Okay, so I've still got a little more on the inside to clean up. And yours may not be quite this bad, depending on when you got it and how much glue or what technique was used. And that's really tight, but you see how that snapped in there. Now you're going to take your new fan mounting bracket, and you see the angled portion there is going down towards the fan. Slip a screw in, put your nut in the other side, and you just want to get it started. You don't want to tighten everything down yet. Here you can get your wires to go back into the wire channel. And just replace the mounting screws. So anyway, once you get it in here, make sure you're seated relatively flat. Make sure that the bottom of your fan is not lower than your nozzle.
Right.
If anything, if it seems like the fan is down too low, loosen these screws and adjust it. You may want to push the fan up some more. Then once everything's in place, just give it a little snug. You don't want it to be too tight because you can crack the plastic. Just snug it down, and there you go.